Hey everybody, welcome to Lifegasm. I'm your host, JP. Welcome to with my wonderful co-host, Elle. Say hello.
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 Grab your favorite cocktail,
Or
mocktail, smoketail.
Ding, ding, ding.
That's good stuff. All right. G made that one.
There's a lot of lemon in that.
Oh.
Pucker.
All right, so tonight's your topic.
It's your topic,
No.
bitch.
I threw out some topics. You told me what you want to talk about. And let me take a guess. It had to do with sex.
Because you brought it up. Yeah.
Well,
Sex sells.
Sex does sell.
Yeah.
And it sells. Yeah, so let's talk about it. We'll try to stay on topic, all right? I want everybody to have their mics.
How can you not? Come on.
Get your mics.
Come on.
All right, so. But what were the two things that I said? I said sex. Why does the world revolve around sex?
Right.
And then what was the other one?
What makes it great? What makes it bad? What makes it...
All right. Let's start with why does the world revolve around sex? And I think you answered that.
What works, what doesn't, what makes it great?
In the beginning.
What?
Because it sells. It's what sells.
Yeah, but what do you mean by that?
I mean that
society.
Right. We're inundated with sex. Commercials, TV, social media. You know, everything that we see, watch, do, there's a sexual innuendo of some kind.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you.
And I think we did a show early on where we were talking about something. And because I thought about this sometime. And I thought, you know, this was a new thing. This is not a new thing. This has been going on since the beginning of time.
Oh, absolutely.
And I didn't know that because I wasn't around.
Mm-hmm.
But since I've been around, it's like, wow, everything.
Yeah.
So why does it sell? What is it? Because that's our natural desire?
Of course. Yes.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. What else is there to say? I think it's too much.
You do?
I do.
Okay. In what way? Give me examples. Come on.
Well, all right. So if I'm watching a show, you know, it's like there's just so much sex. And don't get me wrong. This is where you called me, you know, I'm a prude, I'm old-fashioned, I'm whatever. But it's like, why does it always have to be about sex? I feel like because there's so much,
well,
it desensitizes
You mean blatantly about sex, of course, right?
Well, topics are about it. There's, you know, it's just everything's about
I think
sex.
the innuendo, that fascinates me.
That's different.
I know.
That's what makes it sexy.
Yeah.
But the full-on... I just
feel that's too much.
I think it's too much.
Okay.
Because why does it always have... You can give a little tease. You can give the innuendo. You can do whatever. You can lead up where everybody knows. But you don't have to get into it.
Or sometimes you don't even know. It just goes to your subconscious.
Even better.
Yeah. It's great.
And it meets those people.
It's great. Like commercials and stuff and some, you know, shows. And
yeah, so I think that can be okay because it's done in a clever way. But
yeah,
I just think when it's in your face... It's just, and then, you know, we've talked about social media. And
do you think it's disgusting? Do you think it's...
I don't think it's disgusting. I just think it's too much.
Too much.
I think don't get me wrong. I am a big fan.
God, I hope so.
I think that...
In what way, JP?
We've talked about this. I think sex is important.
Okay.
I think it's absolutely critical to a relationship.
Okay. I agree.
100%.
Agree.
I don't think that you should hold back. I think there's no wrong sex. There's no right. It's just do what feels good and right with the person you're with.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Woo! Damn right, baby.
Yes.
Right, we're all in.
Don't ever hold back. And don't ever think, maybe I shouldn't do this. Just go for it.
Just go for it. And if you know what, if the other person doesn't like it or doesn't want to do it, they'll say, hopefully they'll communicate.
Or slap me.
Or slap you, right?
And then
One of the two.
Yeah.
Punch me,
What?
slap me.
Said one of those two things will happen.
Right. But then
I think
you might like the slap.
Oh, I know. That's why I say slap me.
I do once in a while.
But I would say that's, all right. So that being said, I think we're all in agreement there. But it's like, everything doesn't have to be about it. We can sell stuff. We can do stuff with quality, with, good intentions or good
humor,
whatever it may be. To me, I guess what I'm saying is sometimes sex is a cheap way out.
It's
an easy way out.
Yeah.
And so when I see stuff like that, I think, all right, maybe your product's not that good of a product. Maybe, because if it were, you'd be going on the basis of that product. And so I just think sex is an easy way out. And
interesting.
And I think it preys on, it's the low hanging fruit. And so it gets old. It just gets old.
Really?
Like, all right, been there, done that. Everybody's done it. We've all seen it. Come up with something new. And I just get sick of seeing it. And I get sick of hearing about it. It's everything. And maybe that's just the people that I'm around or the people I talk to or what I see. Maybe it's all the porn I watch.
Yeah, because
I'm joking. I don't. I've been banned, remember?
Yeah, you've been banned.
No, but you know what I mean? That's why I say, why does the world revolve around sex? I feel like everything is sex.
Because it's natural. It's what we all do. It comes down to also procreation. I mean, that's part of it. It's just a natural act of humans and animals. I mean, it's just.
All right, I get that. But do you ever get the sense when...
Can you hear him on that mic?
I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's dancing all over this place. I think we're getting him excited.
No, he's trying to fix the light. The ring light went out.
Doing a show over there.
Do I look better with the ring light?
Yes.
Right.
Everybody does.
Do I look sexy?
Do you think that there's too much?
See, I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me. I don't mind it. I think, however, social media and things that are publicly out there, I think I'm worried about children, minors. That's the thing that bothers me, and deviant people, pedophiles and such. That's the thing that bothers me about where it is in social media and society. But other than that, if we can protect our children, until they're old enough to understand and whatever, then I think it's fine. But that's the only thing that really bothers me. Other than that, I mean, adults, we did an episode on porn. That's fine. Who cares? Do what you want to do.
I guess.
Seeing these sexual. I mean, let's look at Kardashians. Perfect example. They're all sexy. They're all, doing the sexy poses.
All right.
However, I mean, role models. Oh, come on, they're not. Let's face facts. They're really not.
All right. Let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
So here you take. And let's clarify what you mean by that. What do you mean role models? Let's face it.
Well, to our young girls and boys that are following them, watching them, and living.
So you're saying these people are not
living vicariously through them, and really in it to win it with the Kardashians because they were a big influence.
But they're not role models.
Oh God, no.
Right.
I mean, come on.
All right. So I guess so that's one thing that does strike a chord with me.
Yes.
Because
strikes a chord with me.
I'll take somebody who's an actual role model, who's a good person, good ethics, strong character, just good person, but they're not sexy.
They're not
sexy. So they're not followed. They're not selling. They're not whatever. As much as this nimwit who's half naked doing something stupid, but it gets your attention because, granted, it's all 3-second attention span, and that's what we like. That's what we go. And then, oh, look at that. Right. So we follow this shit That consumes us. And yet what we should be is getting dismissed because we don't have the attention span to dig in and say, this is what matters. This is what's good. This is what we should try to emulate.
Right.
And so that irritates me because if you're scrolling through social media, it's always that shit that grabs your attention. Oh, let's hear it. You're laughing.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. All right, I got a question.
Oh, boy.
JP.
He's mad because he
What?
he's mad.
Well, I don't know.
Why are you
what he
laughing?
did.
He's mad because his attention
This is
isn't on the
Lily Lightning is on
boring,
the mic.
ugly
A
person.
talent producer.
Right.
He's mad because that sexy girl's getting my attention.
Damn it. And I can't control it.
Exactly. And I know one person who you're friendly with who is a huge following on social media. Huge. I'm not going to
Yeah,
mention
but
her
so
name.
that's the thing.
And
But she's a classic example.
But she got your attention, and now you're friends with her. And
Yeah, but I don't go on and look at her.
you look at
follow-
her shit. Come on.
No, I don't.
She's hot.
She's incredibly hot,
Yeah.
but I don't follow her in the sense of like, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I followed her in the sense of follow. I do not go on and follow her because that's not what interests me.
Mm.
But she's a classic example. And actually,
Of using sex to make money.
and like she's got 1 million followers or
Right.
close to it for that reason. Now, granted, she has some pretty cool stuff and she does some good stuff, but
like what?
she's got some good,
She lays in the
Like
bed
what?
naked.
Yeah, like what?
You know?
no, she has
Yeah,
a,
she lays in the bed naked.
no, she was just raising
she's
money
like,
for some charity.
Yes, let
that
me
she
lay in
was
the
doing
bed
something
naked.
with.
Give to my
All
charity.
right, first of all, I've never seen that.
Oh, shut up! You just told me about it 2 weeks
She was
ago.
not in bed naked.
Yes, you told me she was in bed naked.
I
and she had the
showed
sheet-
you her
and she had
picture.
the
She
sheet
was
on.
not
and she
naked.
had the sheet up. Yeah,
Okay, so
Get a
close enough.
brawn.
Close enough.
yeah, close
naked.
enough. Exactly.
Anyway,
What's allowed on Instagram?
So now she's raising money for charity. Now you're saying.
I don't remember the charity. I was too. I was too.
Okay, sure she is. Her charity.
No, but my point is,
Oh,
she was doing
please.
something good. I got distracted.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. It's obviously lying.
Mm.
Point is,
Mhm.
it sells. And I think we have succumbed to that fact that if you want to sell something or if you want to get followers, if you want the attention, if you want the ratings, if you want the clicks, sex sells. And so back to what you were saying before, what does that teach our kids? I have a daughter
Right.
and I think this is not what I want her believing and seeing. And you see, I
So
was
do
at,
you have talks with her about that?
I do.
Okay, good. You're a good parent.
I am
But
not.
other parents don't. They just let it roll.
But I was at,
You know, they're busy.
I was at right, and they don't care. And I was at an event with one of my children, and it was a high school event.
Mhm.
And I looked around and thought, "You've got to be kidding me!"
Oh, tell me.
No, just the it was just the way that some people dressed was like
Those
wow.
young girls, you mean the
Right.
minors?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah, they wear the crop tops.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It's
the low
like-
jeans
and so that's where people
thong
are like, dude,
showing.
yeah, and they're like, dude, get over it. That's
Like,
just the way it is.
No, my kid would not be allowed out of the house like I was. Like if I wore a mini skirt, in the 80s, we wore mini skirts. I mean, but they covered everything. My father was like, "You're not going out like that."
Right. And
Yeah,
today
something like
it's like I see these girls and that's what I think is like, what do your parents say when you're walking out that door?
Right.
So that's my problem. It's not the adults I care about. I could give two shits. It's what we're teaching our kids.
Right.
I think it sets a bad example. I think it sets the wrong and then with that whole Me Too movement with everything, it's like, all right, you do understand we've created our own shit show, right?
Yeah.
It's like we sell sex.
Yeah.
But then when there's inappropriate sex stuff, we say you can't do that, but yet we push it. It's such a fucked up world. If we
dichotomy.
really cared about the Me Too movement, we would pull back on some of the sex shit.
Exactly.
If we really
that's a good
cared.
point.
We'd
That's
show
a
a little
good
bit more
point, JP.
respect.
That's a good point, JP.
So it just doesn't make sense
Absolutely.
to me.
I think you should go to Washington, and I think you should
I should.
lobby for
more sex.
Less.
Legal prostitution.
Okay, let's switch it up. All right, let's go
That's
on
actually
to
that's a point that I do believe in.
what?
Legal prostitution.
Yeah, you've mentioned that several times.
Yes.
Well, because
He has.
another
Andrew.
thing that I think
Thank
is
you.
fucked
Our
up.
Producer agrees.
Well, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll save that.
Let's be honest. What?
No,
No, talk about it now.
all right.
Spit it out.
So the other day, I'm going through Netflix. I come across
Mm-hmm.
this show. I forget what it's called. It's what do
You do this all the time where you're like, I was watching a show, I was watching a thing. I don't remember what it was
Yeah, I
called.
know.
I think it was
He's old.
Yes.
it was the Girlfriend Experience.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, great.
Have you seen it?
Oh, so you remembered it. Okay.
And it was about a girl who's in college. So you know what I'm talking about? You don't know what I'm talking. You're just feeding me a bunch of shit right there. Anyway, I think it's this girl who's in college and she was doing something and then her friend was an escort. And so she kind of got her into it. And so she kind of got into it.
Mhm.
And it's funny because I watched it and I thought, wow, is this filmed here? Because I feel like the deal was she was working as an intern in a law firm.
Okay.
And then her friend introduced her to this world. So,
Oh God, I've seen this.
yeah.
Yes. Oh my God.
So-
but it's old. It's not too. It's not that new.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't think there's any named people in it.
Mm.
But
No,
anyways,
there's no name people.
so as I'm watching it, I'm thinking, I don't know that that's so far fetched from the world we live in today, especially
not.
in this town.
What do you mean? It happens all the time.
Yeah. So that's my point.
This is absolutely.
So
it's
those
common.
are girls who are being paid to hang out with these guys.
Right.
And if you're of age and that's what you want to do, I have no problem with that. That right there
whatever.
is legal prostitution.
Yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
So that's
absolutely.
all I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
But on the flip side of that, if you're a girl in a town like this and you're attractive and you've got all these guys that have money and you get to live that lifestyle, you get to fly around the world, you get to go on the yachts, you get to do whatever, and you get paid a couple $1,000s, a night to
a
do
few
whatever.
thousand. Yeah.
Then what is that saying for everybody who would say a normal relationship? Why wouldn't you do that? I guess.
If you have like, yeah.
Why would
Maybe
you?
I'm wrong. Maybe I would
Because
do.
it's prostitution, pretty much.
Yeah.
No.
No, but
If
No,
you
you
have
know what
like
it is? You know
self-respect,
what it is?
though, you
It's-
won't do that.
Yeah, you don't have respect for yourself. You're gonna give a 75-year-old guy a blowjob.
Yeah.
Like, do you really enjoy that? No, you're just thinking about the fucking Birkin bag he's gonna buy you.
All
Like,
right.
that's fucked up. Come
Well,
on,
I guess.
come on.
So, all right. So the
Come
reason
on.
I
There's
guess
a lot of women out there like that.
that's
But, I
fine.
mean,
The reason that I say that is
you
because
know,
when I go
I'm
out,
not judging them. Hey, more power to you. You want to do that? Fine. But
I guess when I go out and I see these mixed couples,
Mhm.
that's what's right. That's
Right.
what's. It's like
well, look at what's his name,
Right.
Bill Belichick
Belichick.
and his 24-year-old
right, and so it's like,
on.
all right, it's gotta be
Come on.
right. There's no real love there. There's no
No.
connection there.
Well, there might be love, but do you think she's really enjoying sex with him?
No.
and do you think that she's being
No.
completely loyal to him? No. Do you
Well,
think he knows that?
no.
Yeah.
I think she will be completely loyal to him.
Yeah, that might.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she
that,
probably would.
that will
Really?
the money will
Yeah.
keep her loyal.
Yeah, for sure.
absolutely.
See, all right. You want to know my
But
take?
she's gonna ride it. She's gonna ride the wave as long as she can.
All right.
Right,
See,
and
that's
then she'll
interesting.
move on to something else if that ends. But I think while she's in it, yeah, of course she will. Why
Of
wouldn't
course
she? be?
would. Why wouldn't she?
See, that's funny. My thought was if I'm 70 something years old
Mhm.
and my wife is 24, however
Yeah.
old she is, I would be an idiot. Yeah, I have all the money. I'm giving you the lifestyle you want. But there's no fucking chance in hell that you're not going to have sex
Okay,
with some
but
younger guy.
Here's the deal.
And I
though.
just don't want to know about it.
I don't think they
that,
would take
that
the chance
could be
to
the
do that.
case, but you could also just be like, because it is kind of a business arrangement. If you're a
Exactly.
bill, you're like, okay, here's the deal.
Here's the deal.
As long as you're with me, you're just with me.
Yes.
If you want to go fuck somebody else, you can, but then we're not
Then we're
together
done.
anymore.
Right.
And that's like it's just a business
He's
agreement.
100% right.
So,
And
that
if she
show
does
I'm talking
that,
about,
he cuts her off, he gets another one.
her friend introduced her to the transactional relationship.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
what it is.
The transactional relationship.
That's what it's called.
I love that. I love that saying.
So before we were saying, why wouldn't you do it? Self-respect, all this. But yet we see it every single day.
Yeah,
So that's my point. It's just fucked up.
for sure. It's fucked up. It doesn't change what it is. It
Yes,
doesn't
it
change
doesn't- yeah.
not having respect for yourself and doing whatever for money. But yeah, it's really common, especially down here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. All right, let's change it up. Let's talk about which you wanted to talk about.
Put it on me. Put it on
What?
me.
What makes sex good? What makes it bad? What makes it indifferent?
When I have it, I'll let you know.
Shut up. You're such a liar. Do you have great sex with your girlfriend?
No, I think
No.
makes-
What?
I-
What? You said no. What?
I was
Wait a minute.
I was saying what I think makes sex great.
And you said
is-
no.
No, that's not what I meant. I was saying no, it's like what you know what I meant. It's not what I meant. Yes, sex is wonderful.
Okay.
I don't know. For me, and we've talked about this
Oh
before.
God, you always say that. Go ahead.
It's an emotional connection.
Of course it is.
But
it's physical too.
it's physical.
I mean, okay.
But physical can be physical all night long and there not be any emotional connection. So to me, when you have that emotional connection, it makes the physical all the better.
Okay.
I
I disagree.
I know you do.
I do.
But I think it's confidence, it's comfortableness, it's security, it's knowing that you and
Communication.
your partner are
Communication.
comfortable and that if I want to try something that's weird, but I want to try it, knowing that you're going to be up for that, and if you don't like it, you'll tell me.
Right.
It's just that comfortable connection that you have. To me, that's what makes sex great.
So you don't think you could have a comfortable connection, just physical, not emotional, not a girlfriend, not someone you want to date, just maybe let's say a one night stand. You don't think that you could have fucking crazy, unbelievable, passionate sex with a person, one night stand? You don't believe that?
I absolutely believe that.
Okay. So
Jay,
with no emotion involved, no emotional tie involved.
Sometimes
Purely
that could be the best.
Right. Okay.
I don't disagree with that.
Okay, you're not okay. I'm up for it. I've done it.
Is not
Then they've done that.
It's not
Then they've done
sustainable.
It's not
So-
right. I'm saying one night stand
Different.
or maybe booty call.
Different.
Booty call.
Absolutely.
Right.
That'd be
Right.
fine.
Right.
But to me, it's not sustainable. So yes.
But sometimes you can have the best sex with someone who you're not emotionally attached to, then you can. I'm going to say it.
No, I think you can.
Absolutely.
I think you can.
But in the end, do you feel emptier? Do you feel empty? Do you feel something's missing? Do you feel some people don't? Some people do.
I don't disagree with any of that. And absolutely. I guess when we were talking about that, I guess where my mind went was you're in a relationship. So when you're in a relationship, what makes the sex good? And I don't like what you two are doing because you're having some kind of back and forth here.
No, I just winked at
There's-
a talent
winking
producer,
at you?
Lightning.
You're being very quiet tonight.
Your mic is on. You
Yeah,
can
your
talk if
mic's
you want.
on. It's on.
You can't have sex without getting emotions. Your emotions get involved, especially
Ooh.
somebody like you, Johnny.
Well, that's true. I mean, I am more of an emotional person for sure.
Mhm.
But I do agree with what she said, though. I think it's possible for sure.
Once or twice, but then you're gonna want.
Oh, no, that's why I say it's not sustainable. Because for me, it absolutely, first of all, and we've, in the very beginning of this show, I'm not one to just have sex.
Right.
So when I do, it has to be meaningful.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
so after the first or second time, I'm already attached. So without question. Her, on the other hand, it's
What? What do you mean? Her on the other hand.
Elle's having a hot flash. Just
I'm having a
thinking
hot
about
flash.
it.
Exactly.
I'm having a hot flash.
All right.
thinking about
Anyway,
it.
thanks for listening. I got to get going.
Everybody else gotta go.
My point
I got
is
somebody on the way.
My
Thank you.
point is that's not. You're putting me into one category. My point
No, I'm
is
not.
that you can have that. I believe you can because I've had it. However, I would rather have the emotional and the physical.
All right. So let me ask you
I'd
this.
rather have a great relationship with amazing sex. Believe me, it's what I strive for. It's what I'm looking for.
Have you been in a relation? Oh, I think I know the answer. But have you been in a relationship, more than, say, 3 months,
Okay.
where you're in a relationship and there's still no emotion to the sex, it's just physical. And that is the basis of the relationship.
Yeah, my booty call relationships.
No,
yes.
no.
What do you
This
mean?
is your relationship. This is your person. So you're in, it's not a booty call.
Oh, like my boyfriend?
Right. You're
And I don't have an emotional connection with him?
right.
Then he's not going to be my boyfriend.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's not a thing.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can have.
Sociopath.
Yeah,
You would have to be
exactly.
crazy.
What is
Really?
wrong
To
with
not be
you?
emotionally connected to somebody you're dating?
Yeah.
3 months? Yeah, that would
Yeah, why? Yeah, why bother? What the
Having
fuck's wrong
sex
with you? What is wrong with you?
I am trying to figure
Well,
this
that's
out.
not-
Have you had
that's
that?
not
Wait
you,
a minute.
though.
Wait a minute.
Huh?
Have you,
That's not you.
wait
You're
a
an
minute.
emotional
Have
guy.
you had that? Is that why you brought it up?
Oh.
Have you had that? Is that why you brought it up?
No.
You're
What?
having crazy ass sex
I think
with no emotion.
Tell me. You are lying right now.
listen, sometimes
You are lying right now. and I
sometimes you
know-
got to shove shit so deep
Oh my God, he
that
has had
you
it.
just have to
He's
get
been
on
dating
with life.
somebody. And you know what? I going back in the
You
memory
know I'm
bank.
fucking with you, right?
No.
You know I'm fucking
going
with
back
you.
in the memory bank. I do know at least one person. Yes.
No. So
Yes, you're lying.
all right.
Caught him in a lie. Oh, let's play Truth or Dare. Can we play Truth or Dare?
Let me ask you a question.
Let's play Truth or Dare.
And you're calling me out.
Truth
So
or
I'm going to
dare?
ask,
was
we'll
not.
get to truth or dare. I don't play truth or dare.
What?
There.
Exactly. Dare all day long. You're not asking me
Oh,
truth. No, because I think that's an interesting question that you asked me.
Yeah.
Is I've been in a relationship where all right, let me think about how I can
Oh
say this.
my God, just say it.
All right, never mind, because I'm talking too much. I'm
Just
rambling.
say it. Just
Now
say
we
it.
Oh,
want
yeah,
to
what
know.
were you
Now
gonna
we
say?
have to know.
No, I'm just wondering. I think you can have like two types of emotional connections, maybe.
And what are they?
Okay.
Spit 'em
So,
out.
well, no, let me just talk this through with me to see if I am crazy. Can you have an emotional connection with somebody where you get along great?
Okay.
So, like, you really
You're like
Connect.
buds. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, you're buddies.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then, so you'll have sex, and then the sex is pure physical.
Okay.
There's not that emotional love connection.
Sure.
It's
Okay.
just, is that possible?
It's
Yeah, I think
absolutely yes.
I think
yes.
we've all dated people we're not
Yes.
in love with.
right.
We like them, but we're
Right.
not in
They're
love
great
with them.
people. You have
Yeah.
fun together.
Right.
You're fucking, but it's not.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Okay.
don't love
So
them.
when you have
And then
sex,
there's a difference when you're in love with
Totally.
somebody.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Okay.
absolutely
That's
100%.
normal. Yeah, that's
100%.
normal.
God,
Oh.
hard to think I was
Jesus Christ.
Well, they're calling me all kinds of names.
Who is?
Oh God.
Everybody.
All right, so bottom line it for us. Bottom line it.
What were we talking about?
Johnny's having crazy ass sex with no.
Okay. Bottom
No,
line.
For me, sex is emotional.
Okay.
That's for
and
me.
that is your
For me personally.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could I have just physical sex? Of course. Would I enjoy it? Probably not. Because I enjoy the emotional connection.
Not as much. You would
Not as much.
Yeah, yeah. I
Not
get it.
Because you can have sex with anybody, anytime, anywhere. It's the emotional connection that makes it special for me.
That's what you really like.
Oh my
yeah, that makes
God.
sense.
Yeah.
You're so such a geek. Okay.
That's just me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you
All right.
think I'm,
All right.
It's beautiful.
I think we've said all we need to say then.
We did it.
We did it.
Did we?
right? Anybody have anything else?
I got so much more. And I got
All
to
right,
tell you,
Go on.
All right. What else?
no, it's every time that we finish
What else?
a podcast, and then I listen to it or I think about it.
And then
Yeah.
you're like, shit, I
On the
should
drive
have said
home,
that.
you're like, I have
Why didn't I
5
say
more things
this?
to
Why
rattle
didn't I
off.
say that?
I didn't even express what I really thought.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, it's because you're sitting here with a mic, you have it in your, and so, and I think that's something that's different is
Okay, what else? do
we
you
feel
think of?
on. I'm saying it as we speak. You feel on at times.
Yeah, definitely.
And that sometimes doesn't come through to the real.
We also do a half hour, so it's really compact. It's not like
Right.
we're doing a full hour where you can get comfortable after like 25, 30 minutes and then really get
I
in
think what we should try one time is, we sit, we hang out, we talk,
and just put the mics on.
put the mics on,
Yeah.
and then it records
Oh,
20
let's
minutes
do that next
later
time.
Okay.
into the show
Yeah, that's cool.
so that we get more genuine. We're not on. We're not
Yeah.
trying to meet a clock. We're not trying to keep
Yeah.
it compressed. We're not trying
All
to.
right. That sounds good. Let's do that.
We'll do it next week.
We'll do it next week.
So you say it was my topic. Did we cover anything?
I loved
Sex.
it.
Why does the world revolve around it? It sells. It's popular. It
Mhm.
gets people's attention.
Yeah.
Sucks, but it's true. And then what's good? What's bad? For you, there is no bad. For me,
Mhm.
it's.
I mean,
It's-
do we want to get into it? Let's get into it.
No, we don't have to get into it. But I
Why
will
not?
say this: if you're in a,
what do you like? Do you like kissing? Do you like
Do you like?
do you
kissing?
like
Let's get into it.
What is that?
blowjobs?
we're going in.
Do you like anal? Do you
we're
like
going in-
why not? What?
I'm not going to get into that shit.
Why not? Why not?
Look, let me make it very clear.
Okay.
Gentlemen.
Thank you. If
What's your
I
favorite?
am in a relationship with somebody that I am,
You do
Emotionally-
everything.
there's no holding back.
There's no whole bar. Okay.
I am open to everything.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Because if we
That's
both
what I
get
wanted to
enjoyment,
hear.
then that's what it's about.
Perfect.
So
I am with you, baby.
good.
All right.
All right, now I got to get home and get some sex. Joking. I'm joking.
All right. So let's do Gasm of the Week. We're going to wrap it up.
I don't know where this all came from.
You.
Put me on the spot
You.
tonight.
That's right. You picked the topic,
That
bitch.
was like a month ago.
Shut up. Okay. The Gasm of the Week for all our listeners. And we love you all. Just like,
Wait.
follow, download, make us popular. We're here to stay. We're not going anywhere.
I agree. I was going to say something else, but it's JP rambling.
Yeah, don't be an asshole.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
The abuse. I have realized every relationship I'm in is so abusive. Why?
Mhm.
Why do I
good
get
for
abused?
It's good for you. It makes you tough.
I don't think it does.
Toughens you up.
I think
think
it's
it's-
just damaging
I
you at this
think-
point.
I think every week
Tough.
I get smaller and smaller. I'm just shrinking into a little hole that
Oh, stop.
No, it's horrible.
Okay. Gasm of the Week. The best sex is the kind that makes you feel closer, not physically, but emotionally.
Oh, hey.
Honey,
That was not my
hey.
quote.
Hey,
That was your quote. 'cause
That's
you're
you.
a bitch.
JP.
Call me a bitch.
Wait.
Just slap me when you say it.
Uh-huh. Slap you. Slap you silly. All right. Let's wrap it up. Where can everybody find us?
Do you want me
That's
to
a
do
good
it?
point. You should always wrap it up.
Andrew
Okay,
is
I'll wrap it
better
up.
at this.
Okay,
Andrew,
so
Andrew is our producer. Where can everyone find us?
find us on TikTok, lifegasm_podcast. Find us on Instagram, lifegasm_podcast. YouTube, lifegasm podcast. X lifegasm podcast. I think that's all of them. Go to Spotify. Go to Apple. You can find it anywhere you listen to pods, the audio version. But yeah, go to YouTube and watch the full video episodes. I worked
And-
really hard on them, and they look awesome.
And subscribe, like, follow,
Do all of it.
bookmark, download, do whatever you have to do.
Yeah.
Rate us 5 stars. Yeah.
Please.
All right, everyone. Oh, JP, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
You're the best.
Yeah. I'm not feeling so good right now.
Oh, stop it.
All right.
All right, good night. See you next week. Say it.
Good night. Yup.